G'day mate, and welcome back to Desynced with me, Ginny. Previously, we started recycling some of the junk we had by feeding it to the wonderful dairy. We also started exploiting the Blight to make power, as well as farm resources with the Blight magnifier, and just a touch of behavior code. So today, I want to scale up both those operations. Not so much of feeding a dairy, but definitely the operations of, well, more power and also more free resources. I like the idea of free resources. Also, I want to grab just a little bit of tech from the human tree. There's a couple of things that are high on the list that I'd like to grab, but not before I ask the very important question, and that is, of course, can I borrow like? I just like to borrow like. I like to borrow like early in the video. Not happy with the video, didn't enjoy the video. I tell you what, we're on episode 15. 15? 15? 16. How about you click subscribe instead? Alright, whilst we leave Terry to make a bit of a mess, I want to start, duplicating obsidian. Now, obsidian is a resource that only exists in the Blighted area, and we don't use it for that many items, but I want to make sure that I have access to it. So we're going to go into the build menu. We are going to go for mining buildings, and of course, I need to have the auto miner human version. And we're going to put a couple of these around. We're going to make sure that we, cover this patch as best as possible. I'm going to put them there, there. One in there, one in there. I apologize about the sound of the power thingies. They're really loud, and, well, hopefully I remember in post to drop the audio down for you guys, because, oh my god, they're deafening and annoying. Okay, and that can go away. You, go away. You're in the way. Okay, back to you guys. I basically want to build on every available tile that's beside a piece of obsidian. That tile, I need that to go away. And also, there's nothing to stop us. I don't need a large platform, but I need a medium platform. There's nothing to stop us putting a 1x1 medium in there. Like, we could put a blight extractor, a blight magnifier in there, or by the same token, I could just whack in a miner, and he can just find whatever resources are available, well, from everything else that's being duplicated around it. And we're going to need a power pole. Let's go with there. That should do us. And the only other thing I need is somewhere to store everything, which will be this tile. Set you to high priority, and over here, can I cancel that? Can I put that back in that machine? Lob that back into that machine, put that back in there, set back up your store permissions or commands, and we can put a row there, and a row there, and a row there, because I might as well maximize this one, and fully mine it as best we possibly can. So I want to get both those up and running. That's really the, oh no, actually power. We have, we're borderline on power still, so obviously more power would be better power. So let's put a row there and a row down the side. Each one of those is 2,000. So there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14,000. 14,000 power. It should be a little bit. And you just need resources dropped off. Once you're done, we can start setting these to yeet from one another. I will need you built, because I'll have to put you together manually. After I put together one of them, I can copy and paste it a few times. But yes, if you want a copy of these blueprints, of course, they're available on my Discord. You can have the auto miner human version, the auto miner Mark II with the laser mining tool, which is, I guess, it's still twice the speed of the other mining tool, or you can have one with the basic miner, whichever you prefer. All three blueprints are available. And I'm just going to let them get on with, getting on. Fix all slots to an item. It's going to be that one. Yeah, we'll be back after some buildings done. So good news, bad news. The good news is, the Blight crystal's done and it's up and running. So that's a piece of good news. And the obsidian's partially done, which is sort of good news, sort of not good news. On the simple account of, yeah, we've got a small problem. Like, we've got a little bit in storage, and we'll put more into storage eventually, and we are already shipping this into bulk storage, which is filling up. But we have an issue, and that is Blight. Blight is our issue. Blight gas, to be more exact. Not the Blight crystal, the Blight gas. Because, it's slow to extract. And because it's slow to extract, it's slow for us to get Blight plasma. And we need Blight plasma. Where's our recipe? We need 5 Blight crystal and 20 Blight gas to make 1 Blight Plasma. And 1 Blight Plasma is, well, a few Blight Plasma actually are required to make, microprocessors. We need 5 Blight Plasma to be exact. And then I need a microprocessor to ignore Terry. He had a little bit of indigestion. Yeah. It's bad. I might need manual intervention. Let's go with sand. Yeah, can I get you to change to a transport route and go to there and store the sand into sand storage? That works perfectly, because although we have the little guys at the back that are moving, well, 1 stack at a time, they're not designed when Terry has a accident. Stop, Terry. Yeah, do not feed Terry Blight research, and especially not a whole stack of 20 at a time. Yeah. Okay, as I was saying, we need the crystals. We need the processes. We need the processes. We need the processes, because every single time we want to make a Blight magnifier, that requires 5 processes. Also requires some Blight data cubes, which also require the Blight plasma. So our issue currently is a lack of Blight gas, also a lack of you being built. Can I set you up, please, for a bad day? 2 of you. You. Pause. I need you. Drop, pause, come here, down. Cool. Build. Grab. I need you to put that in there and that in there. Because I have an idea. It could be a bad idea, it could be a great idea. But currently we've been getting our Blight by, well, extracting it from the outside, because we couldn't build in the Blight, which means I could put basically 2 rows around the outside, and if we turn on the tab, we can drop items on ground, store here, move here. Can I give you a hat, a symbol? That one, because you are the only dude who's outfitted to pick up Blight. I'd really like you to clean up the floor, because there's lots of it on the ground. Okay, as I was saying, yes, we've only been able to build around the outside, but now we can build in the Blight. Really? You don't even work? Oh, that's just pitiful. You, just decon that. Drop. Okay, can we collect that stuff and shove it in there? So, previously we've only been able to build around the outside, but that's no longer the case. I can build in the Blight. So I'm thinking that's our key to success. What we're going to do is we're going to build in the Blight with a slightly different build, because this works great. This is 2 smalls together with a yeeter, which is reasonably cheap to build. A 2 small 2S, there we go, is 2 green circuits and 15 iron plate, which is really, really cheap. Except that also means they need a yeeter. And a yeeter's not super expensive, don't get me wrong, it's not super expensive, but it means every single one of these I need to link to their friends. And I started putting in a few of these. Like, we have, I'm sure there's more of them. Well, we have the 2 I just connected together, but there's more of them that are, dude, come here. Pick up this. Dump that on the floor. Pick up these. That's what I want you to do. We have some of them, but yes, it means that every single one of them I need to link to another one, which is frustrating as hell. My other option is I can build them at twice the size. Now, if they're built at twice the size, there are pros and cons. There are definitely pros and cons. The cons being that, well, I'm only going to get 3 in a 2x1 tile rather than getting in 4. It's a little bit of a con. You would think that's well, potentially much slower. Can I build another one right there? And can you help? Drop that there. And drop that there. And go. Bye. Potentially it's going to be a problem. But, just as importantly, it means it's going to be easier for me to connect them together. Also, we can probably, okay, if I take that out, and that out, that resets it. All right. if I put all 3 of these in and we watch very, very carefully, in theory, all 3 modules should run at the same speed, but they don't, because there's actually a bonus. There's a bonus for putting a small module in a medium slot that it runs 50% faster, which means by the time the smalls get to that halfway point, you know, they've done 50% of the way through, the Blight extraction in the medium slot has just got to 75% complete. So I've actually got 3.5 of the Blight extractors in a 2x1 tile. Also, I'm only using 1 portable transporter, which is not a giant saving, don't get me wrong, but it also means it's less fiddly for me clicking to connect everything together. Yes, these are much more expensive, but in theory, I can do this, and I can just, well, mass make them. And resources-wise, like, it's Blight extractors, which we're going to need to make no matter what. It's yeeters, which we now need to make half of them. It's green circuits, which should be fine. And it's energon plate, which is 425 of them. It shouldn't be an issue. The only issue is going to be, well, getting the transport drones in and out of here, because frankly, getting in and out of Blight sucks. It's terribly difficult for the drones to navigate through. They slow down. It's annoying. So I'm figuring if I have, well, half as many buildings, then that's also going to help things out. Oh, I just marked you for decon. Oopsie. Well, decon bot needs a replacement. And I have no idea where that guy is that's meant to be picking up things. And you have picked up all the sand. Yeah, do not overfeed Terry's. Don't overfeed Terry's at all. So yes, I need to build a bunch of these. Also rebuild a new decon bot that I don't accidentally mark for decon. Behavior works perfectly every time. Took a little while, but it's up and done. If we hit tab, we can see that all of these are linked together. Also, there's a brand new decon cub. Yeah, we're gonna ignore the previous one. Cool. Also, you might notice that we are full of blight. We're absolutely full of blight. In fact, as you can see, we came up and peaked at about 480, 500-ish per minute, per hour. I don't know what the time scale is. Yes, it was, well, down here. Actually, I think it was about here. And then it sort of scaled down as I deconstructed, and then up as I constructed, and then just kept going. Yeah. There's a catch, but as you can see, we still don't have blight plasma because I don't have blight crystals now. We do have our obsidian build. It's up and running. It's completely full. It's completely built. We have this little one running. Also, we've put in a blight. What are you? An alien terraformer. An alien terraformer, which has made the shift of the blight slightly to the south, which means these are all duplicating the ores, which means they're all running fine. We do have an awful lot of blight, but I need more. I need a lot more. I also need to... you currently have the alien terraformer, which doesn't need to be in there anymore. What you do need is you need a yeeter and you need a yeeter. Can I get those as high priority? So I need to put a yeeter in that building and that building. Yep. You can output to there. You can output to there. Output to there. You could output to there if you had a yeeter. I need to get in a yeeter. 2 of actually. Okay, cancel deliveries. And then I can organize a second yeeter. Where are they? Scrolled right past them. Cool. Yeah, this build is slowly going together. I do need to pause some parts of it so we can actually get in and build some of the buried parts, because we've just gone all out. We've covered every tile we possibly could. Pause. Thank you. But as you can see, the things that I'm short on are, well, yeeters and extractors still. We have... No, we're still waiting on that. We have thoroughly upped our yeeter production, but we're still having a limit of, well, still having a limit of plasma. Again, because we don't have the blight crystals. We just have none of them. That's going to be an ongoing issue until this is up and running. So this is our next plan, to get a second mine up and running. This is, well, 2 tiles away from this, so it means we can yeet straight into here. Yep, we can yeet straight into there. So with this running, in theory, we'd be in a position where I can then start concentrating on other ores. Because like I want to make sure that we have everything duplicated. I just don't want just 1 or 2. I want to make sure like our iron's done, our sand is done, our crystal's done. I want to make sure they're all done. Currently, it's really only Blight, which we've maxed out. Obsidian, which we're not using fully. We do have plenty of power now. As you can see, we come down to a hard line in the middle of the night. Yeah, that's still the middle of the night, which is mainly the Blight power generators. We still make more power from solar cells, the tiny little solar cells, because they're on every power pole. Sure, if I upgraded them and removed all the old ones, maybe we'd do worse, but who's got time for that? You go into... No. You go into there. You need to have a yeeter first. Cancel. And then put a yeeter in there. Okay, so now you can yeet to there. You can yeet to there. You can yeet to there. And then I need, well, this one and that one done. And then we can start yeeting those ones out at least. Yep. So we need to get this up and built. This is sort of the next step. The next evolution in well, our grand yeeting system. It does look like we have a lot of Blight, but well, actually, technically, there's a lot of it in storage, which is getting shipped out and shipped across. Also, 220 in that one. That's Blight. Blight for our Blight bars, which, you know, is already spoken for. Oh, the other thing that's slowing down production is, well, it turns out, I didn't realize, but transfer drains. If you look up the recipe for, actually, let's just look up the recipe for a red circuit. The recipe, red circuits disappear in a few things. The alien terraformer, which I needed just 1 or 2 to spread around the Blight. They took a while to build because they needed red circuits. We don't have any red circuits. Also, the Blight magnifier. Yeah, that's the main thing that we're short on, which is the lack of the microprocessors, which is the lack of the Blight plasma. Also, the transfer drone packages. You know, the robots I've been using to do all the transportation between everything that we've put everywhere. Yeah, I was just building those in the meantime, figuring, you know, I'll put in 1 or 2 of them just to take the ease off the, well, driving bots. Not realizing that every single time I built one, it costs, actually I have no way, well, that'll tell me, 1. It costs just 1. 1's not too bad. Oh, they cost 10. Oh, so it's 20 plus 12 drones. It's 32 per port, and I've put double ports at basically all of these. The good news is Blight Plasma at least is mainly being moved by bots now. The flying bots, not really the dasher bots anymore. The dasher bots are still mainly in charge of bringing up the Blight ore because they can't reach that far with the flying drones. But the plasma comes down with flying bots, so that's something. We're conserving energy or something like that. Yes. Yes. Oh, you're done. You can go to there, and you can go to there. And I need to bring over... Who am I using? I'm using this bot. Yeah, I've just got a transport bot just coming in, collecting the thingy when we don't need it. But yeah, give me a minute to get this up and running, and then I think we'll be okay to actually progress in research, maybe. So we got the Black Crystal up and running, which was good, because then I promptly came over here, and I took the Blight Plasma build, and I doubled it. I just added the layer around the outside. We had extra production. We had plenty of, well, we don't have any Blight gas, but we've got plenty of Blight Plasma, so we're sort of halfway there. Yeah, we can see this build's running fine. It's still not really keeping up, and this build's now overproducing, which is fine, and actually has a two dedicated transport bots. One's taking one to storage, and the other one is taking stuff, well, directly to this particular build, which means it's requesting way less than it was previously. But I needed more black gas, so we put in another build, except fix all slots. No, unfix all slots. Can I unfix all slots on that side? Fix all slots to an item. That item? Okay. Can I fix these? can I... Okay, so I can fix these. All right, we'll just drag this through here like this so it locks them off to Blight. Because I want to lock the other slots to not Blight. I don't want physical resources in this box. Just fix all slots. Okay. The first build was doing really well. Really, really well. Really, really proud of the first build. But then I thought to myself, surely I can do better. Surely I can do better. And can we reset that one as well? Cool. Put that back and put that back. So I decided, you know what? We're going to make a nice... move into there. I think that'll work. We're going to make a nice straight row. A nice straight row all the way through because, well, it's simpler than this mess. If I turn on tab, you can see, well, all this stuff up here comes through this narrow pass, then everything here comes... Technically, it goes to here and then pops down around the outside. It's a little bit of chaos, this whole build. So I decided, you know, as we need more Blight gas, we'll do something simple. We'll do something simple in a dead straight line. And we did work out the maths previously that this has a 50% boost on it, and this runs at 100%. So we've got like 3.5. 3.5 of the Blight extractors per row, per 2x1. But then I remembered we got a module. We got a module a little while ago that increased the efficiency by 20% of, components. Any components in the building. So if I put that in there, it means we go from 3.5 of the Blight extractors to 4.2 of them, I believe. 20% of 3.5 is 0.6, 0.7, 0.7. Yeah, so 3.2-ish, 3.3-ish, somewhere there. So if we reset both these and we just run them forward, we should see, let's go with 50%, 50% on the small, which should be 75% on the medium. And pause. And you are just a little bit more complete, because you have the efficiency module. You don't have the efficiency module because, well, it auto shoves from machine to machine. But now you have it back. So we built another row. Yeah. And the good news or bad news, depending on how you look at it, is I want more. I wanted you to go in there. You have a yeeter. You should be able to pick up items one tile away. I need to drag like that. Oh, that's so weird. Okay, so we're going to just, you know, if I copy the bottom one, which already has a go to go to the middle one, it should work perfectly, and I already have the go-to commands in there. But yes, it does mean that, we've caught up mostly, completely on Blight Plasma, also caught up on microchips, which is great. Because, well, there's a few other resource nodes I said I wanted to automate. Maybe not. No, maybe not for that one. Okay, so we're just going to have that done. You can see the drones. They're pretty good at, you know, just getting everything done super quickly. But turn off some of those. All right. First thing I want to do is we have human tech down here. I have the transformers, the small modular reactor, and we have... Oh. Where are you guys off to? Oh. Meh. Yeah, the combat team occasionally, one of the other vehicles finds something to play with. And I've just got to the stage where I literally just tell the combat team to move near it, and they drive across. And then, well, I go drag target bug hole. Hello? Run code. That's important. Oh, I realized I have two combat teams. I told the wrong combat team to come across and deal with this problem. That explains the giant trail of dead robots. Well, damaged robots. They're not dead. We only lost one of them. It's fine. It's fine. Eventually they'll come down here and get power. Oh, that's the scout. Let's leave the scout there. Yeah, we have the combat twin bot and we have the combat hound. Yep, and I might have told the wrong bot to go to the wrong location. It's fine. It's fine. You just park there, and that way everybody can get power when they arrive. Yep. All right. Back to what I was saying. We have 3 things. Yes, we have the transformer, the modular reactor, and the engines, which I'd like to mass automate. We have this down here, which has worked to now. But if we're going to get further into the human tech, I think I want to mass automate them. So we're going to put a input here, a input here, and an input here. Nope, that's wrong. Input here. And yes, there is only a 2-tile gap at the back. I realize I'm not going to fix it. At least I don't think I'm going to fix it. I doubt it. This episode has been hours already, waiting for production to get done and, well, running combat teams halfway across the map to, well, I needed something to do whilst they were, yeah, doing things. All right, so we're going to put in 3 more production blocks. Also means that you require reinforced plate and crystal, which reinforced plate is right here. And if I am correct, those drones can reach, they can't reach, reinforced plates there. How about those drones? Those drones can reach reinforced plate here, and they'll be able to reach the input box up here. So we're going to put you there. Also means that the next one is transformers and blight bar. Now blight bar is all the way down here. There is no way I'm going to be able to get blight bar from here to here with our current level of tech. We have plans. There's plans for more levels of tech. But we're going to put that one there. And then that brings on to, well, the engines. The engines require aluminium plates. They also require the modular reactors, which we just put down. So that's going to go paste there and there. And you can obviously get your output from there. And your steels, well, aluminium. Aluminium plate's going to be a little bit further away. If we look at that, yeah, that can't even reach the output for aluminium plate. It could reach the input for the other, but not the output for the other. So it'll take some time. But yeah, I'm just going to get these productions, well, blueprinted out. Yes. That's a start. Also, so done the blight extraction. Also, I have set up. Because we finally caught up on, where is it? It's right here. I've also set up, because we'd caught up on our processes, I've set up, well, sand production, which is now fully automated, mostly blighted. Some of it's still not blighted. I've got to get the blight terraformer. Is it down here? I thought I left it down here in one of these buildings. Nope. Yes, it's in this building. You're running. Yep, they're all running. So that gets moved to that building, and then that building, and then gets launched to that intermediate step. Then up to there. You have blight. I think they've all been blighted. Can we get you to move to there? And then move to that building, and then move to that building. I could bring a robot over here for sure, or I could just yeet it from building to building. We put that there and there. That'll probably do us. And it takes a little while. It takes a little while for it to start producing the blight area, and then the blight spread out. So it's I've put them in units, and I've just left a unit sitting there, and I found, look, if the unit's just going to sit there, we'll just put it in the building. And that way I'll just shift it around the buildings by clicking and dragging. But yes, we can set this up to start blighting as well. I still want to blight laterite. We have plenty of it currently, but laterite is used in aluminium rods, also human data cubes. So we're going to need a little bit of that. Also, I imagine we're going to need more of it as the tech increases. The obsidian chunk will probably need more. Well, that's only using 2 things currently. The blight crystal is mainly disappearing into our blight plasma, also directly into microprocessors and a few other items. So yes, it's mainly sand, crystal, and iron are the ones we're really going through currently. and I see no progress. So with unlimited sand worked out, I decided it was time to work on unlimited crystal, which is now also done, but at the same time, you might notice a problem. Yes, our little friend, our little sluggy friend, seems to have gone missing, and he seems to have taken some foundation with him. Yeah, we need to track down that problem. At the same time, these are up and done, so we can mass automate, what is it, transformers and small nuclear reactors? Small modular reactors, yes. And where was the other build? Here was the other build. The engines I decided to move down a little bit closer because they needed the aluminium sheets, and it turns out this one, I haven't put in the, oh no, that one can reach the aluminium sheets, which means you should be able to get those, and you can reach the modular reactors. So we're going to get these up and done as well. Now, these go in a large module, and they can only be made in a human factory, which is a large building. Which means the catch is these are a little bit of an awkward building to build. Our large options are the 1x1 large, which only has 1 storage and 2 internals, which means, well, I had to put in 2 internal storages. Yeah, have enough slots that we could actually make the engines. Or I could use the 1 large, 1 medium, which does have enough storage. Probably would have been better with this one, but it means I'd have technically half the throughput. So I'm sort of glad we went for these, because these are used in, well, rockets. We're going to need some rockets. Yep. We're going to leave them to get done, and we're going to track down our little slug problem. Who's up here? Up here at our, well, our laterite. Laterite, I've decided I didn't have enough laterite. Also, I wanted a better way to demonstrate the alien terraformer. So, Mr. Sluggy Boy came up here and cleared off the foundations for us, so we could see this together. And what I want to do is, I want to put a terraformer in here, a terraformer in here, a terraformer in here, and a terraformer in here. And then we should be able to, now the foundation's been cleared up, should be able to see the blight spread relatively quickly. It's not super fast, and like I said, you can put the blight terraformers in a unit and use that instead. But yeah, it's reasonably quick. Can I put one of those there, one of those there, there. Actually, abort. Can I cancel your go-to? Then let's copy you. Yes, there. What did I say? There. That one. Oh, there we go. There's the blight happening right now. Oh, there was. Yep. So that is the blight being spread, and that means every single one of these, the magnifier has started working. Sure, this node being a large node already has 43,000 in there, so it's going to take a while before it actually does something. But yes, after this is done, we can literally just put these... Oh, the corner's not done. Can I put that back in there? This corner? No. That corner's done. Can I put that back in you? You're done. You're done. So we just need a little bit more spread on the corners. This corner's now done. Throw it back in there. That back in there. Yeah, it tends to work reasonably quickly. By the same token, I'm missing one. That one. Can I put that back in Mr. Scout as well? By the same token, if I take Mr. Scout, which is always an option, any bot actually, and you just fully load them with 3 of these guys at the same time, they tend to stack pretty well. So, Mr. Scout, if we just leave him here for a minute, he's going to end up with blight started appearing underneath him, and then this blight, actually you could probably already see it, this blight's being dragged towards him. So, if you don't have blight locally, it'll drag other blight towards you. So if you're impatient, just find a bot with as many internal modules as you possibly can. I tend to like to do the blight last, because as you can see, all these bots are being slowed down. They can't really get in here as fast as I'd really like. Can I... You, move. Yep, they can't get in here as fast as I'd like now, because they're being, well, slowed down by the blight. Can we pause that one? and pause that one, and pause that one, it turns out. Yeah, you. Can you stop blighting things? Cool. Yeah, it slows down construction. It slows down construction an awful lot. So yeah, I think I want to, well, set up a more control, that one, control. And set you to go back to there. Yeah, I want to make sure this is set up with, well, as much laterite as we could possibly get our hands on. We'll put one there, we'll put one there, two there, two there, one there, and I need to go find, I have them somewhere. That's the old-fashioned miner. I have one buried in here. You. I'm just going to copy you as is. Because you're a 1x1. And paste that in the middle. And then I just need to pause one of these so the bots can get in there and get that done. But yes, we have laterite here, here, all over the place. I get that one done. And I'm hoping when this is done, this will be enough laterite that I just don't have to worry about it anymore. Can I also mark you for... Mark you, sir, for decon. And probably put a replacement power right about there somewhere. And there's more laterite up there. By the same token, I'm actually thinking, as we have some metal nodes here, a little bit here as well, I'm thinking I'm going to tap this metal. Because it's the only resource I really don't have an infinite stock of now. Yeah, and you won't be able to reach. I also need to throw in, we'll get a single medium, and I'll put you here. Yeah, here. Yeah, and then we'll just put a yeeter in that, and then once you're done, I'll copy one to there, and we can just yeet things across. Hello, decon bot? Alright, he's obviously busy doing something else. As for the progress down here, this will take a minute, that'll take a minute. That'll take a very long time, I fully expect. I don't expect this to be fast at all. I put in you and you, so you have your robots ready to go. Yeah, that one I expect to be incredibly slow. Mainly because I don't have a whole lot of human factories. I also don't have a whole lot of internal storages pre-crafted. But... Can we turn off some of these overlays? Aluminium sheets are going. They just need to be fully expanded. So we can drag that out as well, that out as well, that out as well. These are refineries, so they're going to take a while. I'm tend to do... But yeah, that one makes refineries, so we're going to set that one up. This one uses robotics assemblers, so again, we'll just do this one. I tend to be upgrading one of each type at all times. These are assemblers. They're gonna, well, actually assemblers are, we have decent stock of. I do need to get the foundation team to come back. Yeah, and well, fix up some of these foundations. Also, at the same time, you want to make sure that your units that you're coming and picking up from storage probably want to put a blight charger in them, just to speed them up a little bit. But I think this is where we're going to leave today's episode. It's going to be a little bit shorter episode. I didn't manage to get to research. It does mean in the next episode we're going to jump to research. I'm going to get the matrix frames, which will unlock the long range radar. Don't care. It has a range of 40 compared to the internal component has a range of 30. Yeah, so it doesn't really impress me that much. We'll unlock low density frames, which is the thing that ELAINE... Yep. Wants us to get research. Also the microscope, which we can then put the human research buildings, which maybe unlocks some more storyline. Human research as well. Also flying bots. Flying bots is where it's at, but they'll have to wait for the next episode. Also, I'm definitely going to, set up iron. I think iron. Maybe we'll go up with this laterite as well. I don't know. I definitely want to be in a stage where I don't have to worry about running out of resources. It's just frustrating. It's just frustrating having to go out and set out more mining teams. Although we've now got 14 iron teams, 11 crystal teams, only one blight team, 13 sand teams, 2 laterite teams and technically no obsidian teams. Yeah, that's what I needed to sort of keep production up and running. And it's doing a pretty good job. It's just, well, taking a second on deliveries and a whole lot of construction. Which means, yeah, I'm going to leave this video here. I will see you guys in the very next video where, well, we jump into more research and get flying robots. Flying robots is always the answer to all your problems. Because, well, they don't have to worry about traffic. Alright, with all that said and done, I'm going to call it here. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Do hope you've enjoyed. And I will see you in, well, the very next video. Alright, bye.